What is going on, everybody? Jesse here from Flyers Alley. After a huge win over the Toronto Maple Leafs here. Thought it was a huge and important thing for me to come on and do this for Flyers Alley. I know everybody was looking forward to this win. Huge win. So getting down to it real quick. Yes, the wheels started falling off at the end there, but we held on. Big win. Want to talk about a couple things here. This is a huge stretch. This is the beginning of a huge stretch that we're going to be playing here. Not going to be probably the prettiest thing on the face of the earth. This wasn't the prettiest win on the face of the earth, but it was a win. It's 2 points we needed to stay relevant as the third in the Metro. I do want to encourage people, like I've said all the time. We did have a lot of callers on last week. You guys can call on right now. I do have the OCSN landline on. Dial 302-367-7276. You would be live. Usually we have people leave voicemails, but tonight you will be live. If you want to call in, I will have you live. With that being said, let's just go through a little bit of what happened here tonight. I mean, they started the game out. Delorier and Reeves started the pregame skate out, just talking about, throwing down, which is great. Didn't think it was absolutely necessary at the point of time that it happened, but they started the game off knowing that was going to happen. I mean, Delorier was scratched last game, which I thought was absolutely fucking ridiculous. You have to have him there. I think that was a big deal, not having Delorier there. Reeves was running around a little bit. Brandon Pauls chimes in. What's up, fellas? Great fucking win tonight. Yeah, it's just me. Brandon, been missing you the past couple weeks here, buddy. But big win. Big win here. And the best thing is we don't have to play the Leafs again. So that's a big thing. The next game is going to be serious. The next games until I believe next week are serious. So we also have Ryan Swoop checking in. Said, how you doing? Oh, we're doing good here, buddy. Before we dive into a little bit of the topics that I do have set up for this little short segment, make sure you guys go and follow us on Facebook on our like page for Flyers Alley and on Flyers Alley's group as well. I know a lot of people are struggling with a lot of the things that are going on with the Flyers groups on Facebook, with the admins not really stepping up, and there's a lot of international bullshit and a lot of weird articles that are being pushed with random ass people that no one knows. It's kind of funny. Somebody will put out an article with a headline saying that John Tortorella was fired when he was suspended, and then you open it up, it has nothing to do with the Flyers. So you guys really need to watch that. I do suggest, not just only because it's the one that I control, Flyers Alleys is a really safe place for content. I am in the media. I do release all of my stuff there. So you gotta kind of do that. But like I said, go to Flyers Alley's like page, follow that, like it, go to our group, add yourself to it. Make sure you guys go to Twitter at Flyers Alley Pod 1, and you go to Instagram at Flyers Alley. And make sure you guys go to YouTube and subscribe to Old City Sports Network. If you guys want to do a subscribe, if you're a content creator, we'll do that with you too. And make sure you guys go to www.oldcitysports.com, old spelled OLDE, for all your favorite Philadelphia-based podcasts, articles, and merch. We do have a lot of cool merch up there right now. And buying that stuff, you can use promo code Philly in all caps for 10% off site-wide. I will have this scrolling at the bottom the whole time just in case somebody wants to call in. We do have some comments. Brandon Pauls chimes in and says, what are your thoughts on Coots not playing tonight? Yeah, so hey, I mean, his stats are pretty not good. I did send them to my buddy Frank earlier. I'm not going to pull them up. They were just not as good as I thought they should be. I do think that he's playing still a little bit tender to his surgery, but I'm going to go ahead and say that a lot of us in Flyers Alley didn't really think that he should be the captain. Obviously, he's the next one to be captain after Giroux, and then I guess it would be Lawton. I personally thought it should have been TK. I mean, the guy plays every single night, balls to the wall. So I felt like that should have been the best move they made. But I'll be honest with you, I like what John Tortorella is doing. He's making the media fucking lose their mind. He sent Rocky Thompson in for the morning skate and morning press conference and such. He don't want to talk about it, and there are speculations saying that has a lot to do with him not being the one that wanted to give Couturier the C. I know he's really high on Lawton, and he's really high on Travis Konechny, so I think that had a lot to do with it. He's not gonna answer your questions. So it's just, but at the same time, I'm with it. I like that he treats everybody the same. I did see for the first time, I sat down like at 6:00 finally for the first time today. I saw Couturier's, I guess, post-practice interview in the locker room when they were asked him like how he felt about it. He said that he doesn't feel like he doesn't like the way he's being treated. Well, you play better, okay? Play better, and you won't be treated that way. That's the name of the game here. It's basically like when you go to work and it's skill and ability. So hey, and we're kind of stuck with his contract. So at this point in time, I'll be honest with you, a lot of us in Old City Sports Network and Flyers Alley have talked, and this lighting the fire under the players' asses. I'm kind of tired of that. I think you need to take the next step, rip the C off of Couturier, put it on somebody else, and see the fire that's lit after that. Greg Montour, I'm glad Lawton listened to you tonight. Yeah. Well, you never know. Couturier. No, I just called him Couturier. Corey Welk says milk carton. Yeah, I can get on it. There's a couple players. I mean, I think it's kind of insane to put Atkinson back on the milk carton because he's been on there for the whole fucking year. Me and Wade have talked about it numerous times about if you don't feel well and you're not playing well and your injury is aggravating you, to get the fuck off the ice. It's just if you're not a wise man told me if you're not 100%, you're no good to me. So I'm pretty good with that. A lot of good things happened here tonight. I mean, if you really think about it, there, so the Flyers win 4-3. We got Owen Tippett scoring in the first, assisted by Cam York and Morgan Frost. Second period, we have Travis Sanheim, assisted by Garner Hathaway, my boy, and then also Morgan Frost scores, assisted by Ronnie Attard and Ryan Paling in the second, and that's a big deal. I love what Attard is doing right now. Paling is playing with piss and vinegar. I love that too. And Morgan Frost is literally earning his paycheck right now. He wants to be here. A lot of people don't think he wants to be here, but he does. The third period was completely Leaf driven, but then Scott Lawton scores in the third, assisted by Owen Tippett, which leaves us to win 4-3, gaining the 2 points. But this is a big deal because I fully believe that the Flyers we won't have to play the Leafs to begin with. Someone else will knock them out. I mean, they're gonna like Corey says, during Flyers Eye, they're gonna choke. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't. That's what they do. My father-in-law John Bannon chimes in. Torts didn't want a C this year. He didn't, and that was brought up this afternoon actually when he was supposed to show up for the press conference, and he didn't. So it's under speculation that he didn't want to give anyone a C. Well, he said that, but it's under speculation that came from up top, which is Jonesy and Briere. But at the same time, like, it makes sense for them to give it to Couturier. I get that, but at the same time, I personally don't think it was the best move. I mean, it really just looks like they waited for him to come back from injury to give him, the C, which is, it is what it is. But I mean, you got people like Travis Konechny that are literally sitting there playing balls to the wall every single night. chirping it up, being a pest on the ice, and he's also scoring. You got him literally waiting there, like, okay, guys, like, when you're gonna notice me at this point? He is captain material. Couturier is another fucking Giroux. It's another Giroux, and that's for the people that love Giroux, that's fine. That's great. He's a great hockey player. He wasn't a captain for the Flyers. I don't care what anyone says. When we interviewed Jimmy Watson, I put it out a couple times. Jimmy Watson even said he's just not. He just wasn't a good captain. A captain cannot be friendly. Travis Konechny's not going to be friendly. Even if you give it to Lawton, I do think that at a certain time, with certain players, Lawton is going to be friendly to other people. That's just not what you need. I feel like you need the balls to the wall. You need the asshole captain. And I think Travis Konechny is the next one that needs to get to see. Moving on to, we got another comment. Brandon Paulus, I'm kind of impressed with York's play lately. I literally just said that in our group chat. I'm the new guy, Kurt, got me on York. York made his way to Beauty of the Week this week with me. Dude, I love what he's doing. So did Sanheim. I know Greg Montour. Don't get upset. Yeah, York's been playing great, dude. Real great, real great. So you got to give him credit when it's due. Greg Montour chimes in. The team played better when they didn't have the captain. That's. I could agree with you there. Corey Welk chimes in. Tippett gets an A next year. I could see that happening. John Bannon chimes in again. C is another coach, but on the ice. Yeah, that's true. There we go. What is this thing? Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think that's a. No, we're not gonna have that come up. But anyway, with that being said, yeah. So it's a pretty difficult schedule here coming up. So we beat the Leafs 4-3. Thursday night we have the Canes, in Carolina. I don't really know. I do have the fantasy thing. I'm not going to pull it up right now, but I do. I think we could take the Canes. The Bruins, on the other hand, I mean, I don't. This is going to be a very tough schedule to actually predict what's going to happen, and we're not usually ever right in Flyers Alley. We obviously want what we want. I did pick. We do weekly pick brought to you by SeatGeek. I did pick Saturday and Sunday's games just because it's a back-to-back. So we got the Canes on Thursday at 7:00. Then we got on Saturday at 1:00. We have the Bruins at home in the Wells Fargo Center. Then on Sunday at 6:00 we have the Florida Panthers at the Wells Fargo Center. That's going to be the test. You want to test it? That's going to be the test. And I am planning at this moment. We are going to do Flyers Alley at 1:30 on Sunday, and then we're going to roll right into 5:30 pregame, first intermission, second intermission, and postgame content. Postgame content, you might just get me, but it is what it is. But this is a serious week here. Corey Welk chimes in and says Canes just beat the Islanders 4-1. Jesus. Okay, well that's good for us, but we'll see. And Colin Recky says, "Love the jersey, bro." I don't think you understand who's a little bit of the Yando on there. Just say. Not a popular jersey, but Yans is my favorite player of all time. So yeah, everybody kiss my ass. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. And then we wrap up even next week after the Florida Panthers game at 6:00 on Sunday. We have the New York Rangers on Tuesday at 7:00 in MSG. And then we start our trend of the easier games, I would say. We have the Habs on Thursday in Montreal. Then we have Chicago at home at the Wells Fargo Center. And then the next month is looking, Islanders, Sabres. Then we have the Blue Jackets. Then we have the Habs again on the 9th, the Rangers, and then the Devils, and then we got, the 16th is the last game of the season. The 13th is the game where Wayne Simmons is going to be retiring as a Flyer. So, Yeah, April's a big month. This is a big month too. So, everybody, put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye because this is going to be a fucking serious ass month we have here. And with that being said, like I said earlier, make sure you guys. I see all of you. There's 60 people in here right now. That's fucking amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting us. And before we get out, we got one more comment. Here we go. Brandon Pauls. I'll be at the Simmons retirement game. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, if you could take some pictures, I'm not sure if I could get somebody in there. We're having a little bit of a rift when we come to our photographers and such. But I'm trying to get our guy Skyler in there for that game. I am going to be throwing a little bad boy here in OCSN Studios for his retirement thing because I mean that's amazing, and we're going to be talking about that on Flyers Alley on Sunday too. So, with that being said, like I was saying earlier, make sure you guys go like us on Facebook at our like page and join our group on Facebook.com/Flyers Alley, Twitter at Flyers Alley Pod 1, Instagram at Flyers Alley, and YouTube at Old City Sports Network. Make sure you guys go and visit www.oldcitysports.com, old spelled OLDE, for all your favorite Philadelphia-based podcasts, articles, and merch. Use promo code Philly in all caps for 10% off your everything site-wide. And make sure you guys can call this number at any time. Leave me a voicemail. Leave us a voicemail for Flyers Alley on Sunday. We will put it live. Make sure you guys dial 302-367-7276. Tell us what you think. And with that being said, I will see you guys on Sunday. If not earlier than that, we'll see you guys Sunday. And thanks for everyone for coming out.